The emotional stuff really starts to manifest as physical pain. Cryotherapy really targets that pain and people see immediate results. I had jammed my finger in the car door a couple of weeks ago, blew up, black and blue. I came right here, sprayed it. Within 2 days, I was back in the treatment room. It's on the go also, which is another reason why I kind of went toward America Cryo, because I sometimes am going out to events or going to other gyms or wellness centers to try to promote the business and work and serve more people. Cryotherapy has been a game changer.
Thank you so much for being here today, for being our special guest.
Thank you for having
I know we
me.
kind of gave them, yes, thank you for making time for us. We gave them a little bit of tease yesterday about cryotherapy and the services that you provide. To anyone, for everyone who doesn't know about Amy, Miss Amy Christensen is the owner of Essentially Well Body Work Plus Cryotherapy, and you are located in Massachusetts. So I cannot wait to visit and see you. So Amy, tell us about your business. What do you do? And yeah, let us know.
So yes, we are just outside of Boston in a little beach town called Winthrop. So it's right next to Logan Airport. So 10 minutes from the airport. We offer trauma-focused healing, mostly energy work, body work, and now bringing it in. So more like a mind, body, spirit healing center. Bringing in localized cryotherapy now as one of the new modalities. We offer cupping, aromatherapy, hot stone treatments, and each session is customized to the client. No session is ever the same. Sometimes we pull in other modalities, spiritual consulting, such as just going deeper and healing and focusing on the nervous system and just full body, physical, emotional, and spiritual health. And the localized cryotherapy has been a game changer, definitely for us and for me in my life. So I had jammed my finger in the car door a couple of weeks ago, blew up, black and blue. I came right here, sprayed it. Within 2 days, I was back in the treatment room. And if even got a little swollen, sprayed it, healed it within like 2 days. So this device is a game changer.
That's awesome to hear. Yeah, with all those services that you provide and you are combining cryotherapy, first of all, how did you discover Subzero? How did you discover
I
cryotherapy?
think so. I always get these like ideas. So when I was thinking about the localized cryotherapy, I was watching a soccer game and I was watching one of the players get injured and they ran out to the field, they were spraying, and I'm like, what are they spraying with? And someone said it's cryotherapy or some like localized cryotherapy. I'm like, So I got to Googling and researching and stumbled upon America Cryo. I have no idea how, spirit led. And I think I met you first and Eric and just started connecting with the America Cryo people. And it took off from there. And I know you and I went back and forth a little bit in the beginning. You answered all my questions all of the time. So grateful for that. And I just got back from West Palm Beach and that training was amazing. So I let spirit lead me. And now we're just blessed to offer that here in the Boston area. Exciting.
Yes, that's amazing. Yeah, it would I know that you enjoyed Cryo Summit and then you met, I remember you went to New
Yes.
Jersey also and
Yep.
yes, and how was that?
That was amazing too. And that was another spirit-led random. I do a lot of research and, maybe I have trust issues, but I'm like, okay, I know the company is saying this thing is amazing, but I wanted to feel it for myself. I wanted to actually hold the device and spray. So I kind of did a little research. And Amity down in A&A in New Jersey offered to show me the device and hang out with her. I think she spent 4 hours with me out of her own time. So the America Cryo family in general is amazing. Everyone that I have met that is associated with America Cryo, whether it's sales, marketing, even when my device arrived, I was missing a piece right away, shipped out. So
Yeah.
great company.
That's awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much. And for someone who represents, we represent America Cryo because we have the Subzero device. That's great to hear. So tell me, walk me through. For example, I know that you do like the Reiki massage. I've
Yeah.
experienced that years ago, and I know it helps out with this the stress, anxiety. So I'm coming in and I tell you, okay, I just had a breakup, for example,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And then I have this, feeling of being hurt and emotionally
Yeah.
distressed. And what would you recommend to me?
So
What treatments would you
probably
recommend?
yes. So we would call that the betrayal wound that we carry.
Mhm.
A lot of heaviness, a lot of grief. So I honestly, the way the sessions work is it's all energy. So we usually do a phone consult, but when you come in, I can feel the energy. I can kind of sense what you're going through. My gifts are really to hone in on where you're storing the most stress, anxiety, grief, anger, a lot of our body parts in our liver, we store a lot of anger. So we would do some energy work there typically. But it's so customized. It's like really when you get in here live and in person, that's when, and I kind of let spirit lead. And my gifts are just to kind of hover, do whatever is called for that session. One of the greatest things about the localized cryotherapy device is we can offer that mood enhancer that helps with anxiety and sleep issues like that. So I'll offer spraying down on the forehead, and my clients really love that part of it too. But it would be totally customized to you when you come in.
So have you had any service? Oh, because you're just starting your packages, right?
Yes, we're
You're
getting
just
those going.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. I'm pulling it all together. I was really I got the device, I think, uh, end of November, early December. And then once I went to Florida, trained with everyone down there, I just came back and we're full force getting everything together. The
Yeah.
packages, the payment plan, all of that. I'm looking into the cherry and all of that payment plan stuff for my clients. So hopefully that should be all up and running by early March.
Yes. And that right there, so you got your device November, and then you went to the Cryo Summit, and you were able to do hands-on training.
Yes.
Do you agree that doing the hands-on made you feel more confident about using the device?
Absolutely, absolutely. And I had been using it. I'm always my own test subject. So anything that I offer, I mean, when I was doing my cupping, the hijama training, I was cupping, my neck, my sciatica, all of that stuff. So even with the cryotherapy, just to be in that atmosphere down in Florida with all like-minded people, we're all like, yes, America Cryo, we love it. The cryotherapy itself is such an amazing treatment, no matter what you have going on. I have a lot of clients that are in the menopause phase, and it's just helping us get through all of that type of hormonal stuff, the hot flashes, mood swings. So I feel like this device is just offering endless answers to a lot of our issues that we have going on, not just as women, but my
Yes.
male clients also.
She said, how many areas of the body can you do a day?
How many areas of the body can you do a day? Is that the question?
Yes.
It depends on the client, I guess. So it's all of what they can tolerate. A lot of my clients, I have only been doing the cryo slimming on the stomach and the abdomen, lower back stuff, and then the mood enhancers.
Yes. same thing with my clients too. Normally, most of my clients are actually cryo slimming, so I do the spray on the abdominal area and at the back and then
Yeah.
the shoulders area. But pretty much, it's a whole protocol that we follow. Another
Right.
cryo has this protocol for for the spraying on the abdominal area and also the shoulders. So
Right.
I just give a little bit of spray to the head area because it's give them the booster and their mood, and
Yes.
it relaxes your
Definitely.
muscles and that clarity. Yeah.
Definitely.
So have you had any issues with getting your CO2?
No, we didn't have a lot of our businesses around the Boston area that were offering the siphon CO2 that we need for the device. But I found a local one a few towns over. They do delivery here to this town once a week. A lot of times I'll drive over there with the 20-pound tanks. Not a big deal. Swap them out. But I do get a delivery set up with a great welding company out of Watertown, IGOs. We love them.
Yeah. Same thing as same thing here. We support the local business CO2 providers, so they do deliver. My
Yeah.
delivery is every Tuesday, and it's Central Welding Supply, Pacific Welding Supply. They're really good
Yeah.
and no problem at all. So normally I get about 8. Today I got 8
You
tanks.
did.
For CO2, the 50 pounds.
The 50
Yeah, the
pounds.
50 pounds.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, CO2 tank, and
And I
yeah,
bought,
it's so easy. It's so
and I
easy.
ended up buying a dolly for the 20-pounders. So if I have to travel to an event with it or to a client's home if they can't make it out, especially with the weather that it's been lately. So I have an awesome dolly for the 20-pound tank. The device is easy in that carry case. So it's on the go also, which is another reason why I kind of went toward America Cryo, because I sometimes am going out to events or going to other gyms or wellness centers to try to, promote the business and work and serve more people outside of this particular area. So the CO2 tanks are not that cumbersome to be traveling with either. They're non-flammable, so there's nothing to worry about.
And I carry my Subzero everywhere I go traveling. So as long as there's a CO2 out there where I'm going,
Yes,
yes, you
bring
can
it.
spray.
It's
Definitely. Yes, you
perfect.
can bring it.
I love it.
How many minutes of CO2 do you typically get out of a 20-pound tank versus 50-pound tank?
A 20-pound tank, I'll get probably 15 to 17 minutes. And then once it starts spraying a little bit warmer, when my clients it's not that cold, I know the tank's almost done. So I kind of keep track of it per client, knowing the number of minutes I'm using per client. And then it kind of gives you that heads up of it's not spraying as cold as it should or as powerful, and then you know to switch it out. But I get about 15 to 17 sprays out of the 20-pound.
How about your 50-pound? How many minutes do you normally get?
I would say probably, I think about 43, if I can calculate it right. So about 43 minutes.
About, yes,
yeah.
roughly.
It's
Yeah,
a little
roughly about, because I
than
do.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was going to say if it's a 50-pound, I do usually get about between 40 and 45 minutes out of that sprays per minute.
Yes, and it also depends on what treatment are you gonna do, because if you're doing targeted cryo, and you get more, but if you're doing cryo slimming, then cryo slimming, you probably for treatments,
right?
Cryo slimming based on what I've experienced.
Yes, yeah, and once you get in the groove and you know your client, you know how many minutes you're spraying, and you know what you have going on as far as the tanks. I'm getting in a better ordering status with the CO2, because in the beginning I was just spraying. I'm like, okay, how many minutes? So now we're in a good groove. We know how many minutes, how much we're spending, how much spray is coming out. So it's easier to track. Definitely.
Yes. And you can tell once you start spraying, and it's like, okay, it's not as powerful as it is. You can tell already, okay, now I need to switch.
Yes, definitely. And I've had to switch mid-session sometimes. So it's better to keep track of it. I kind of keep a little note on each tank, like, okay, this one's almost done, and then I'll hook it up to a new
Yes.
one.
Yes.
But it's so easy.
All right. It's very easy. Yeah, very easy. My niece. Oh, you're in Boston area. I have some clients that were looking for someone in the area. That's right there with
Oh, my
her. That's
needs. Thank
awesome.
you. Yeah, send them on over.
All right. Twisted Lemons and see if you, I love that. I love that business name. If you are doing mobile visits, how much do you charge for a treatment?
I don't typically ever just do cryotherapy, so my pricing is probably different because I usually do a whole energy work, body work, and cryo. I haven't done just a cryo session mobile. If I'm going to my client, we're doing we're at least an hour and a half together.
When I started cryotherapy with the cryotherapy doing mobile, I believe I didn't do it per session. I was doing package because it was easier for me and to cover my gas and to cover my time. So I remember that was 5 sessions of 499 when I
Right.
started, 5 sessions. And that was just within this area because I don't want to travel for, further. But I was only doing mobile for about less than a month.
Oh, I was going to ask you how long
And
you doing the mobile.
yes, for less than a month. And then
Boom.
after that, I started renting the space that I have
Love
now
it.
at the medical clinic, and it became part of the medical clinic. So I started with mobile, offering targeted cryotherapy for 5 sessions for 499. So a lot of our clients who are doing cryo slimming actually, they're actually complaining why I don't have back pain anymore. And I'm like, are you complaining you don't have back pain anymore? They're
Right.
like, no, I'm just like, I don't feel the back pain anymore because we sprayed this area, the abdominal area, the side in the back, and they're just happy. And
Yes.
with sciatica nerve pain, you know,
Yep.
and you do other treatments for sciatica pain,
Yeah.
correct?
Oh, yeah. That's one of my biggest things. Neck pain and sciatica pain. I have it myself, so I'm always spraying.
So, what's your protocol when you're doing the treatments for sciatica?
I usually start with the lower back, and then I
Mhm.
just go right down the nerve. It depends on the client too. So if I did extra lymphatic drainage on this client, it really is customized. But I always start with the lower back, and then I follow the pain down, and then do the side on the buttocks. And the relief comes like people get off the table and they're pain free. And I've done it myself on my own when there's a flare up and it works instantly.
Yes. How much would you charge if you're doing that treatment right there? Because it's personalized. You personalize the treatment plan based
Right.
on your client's needs. So if I'm that client and I have sciatica nerve pain, you're doing the cryotherapy and other treatment. How much would you charge for that?
So if I was doing a body work, energy work,
Mhm.
cryotherapy session, which is pretty common, and it's usually about an hour and a half, about 90 minutes, that would be about 225. But it
And
entails a lot. We pull in red light therapy, so you're in with me for a good 90 minutes, and we're really and a lot of times the sciatica stuff on a spiritual level and emotional level, it is typically something deeper than there's a life event happening. So we go into great detail to heal that specific issue that they're coming in for. So it is the mind, body, spirit balance. But the cryotherapy targets it right away. We talk about the emotional part of it, the emotional pain that's manifesting in your sciatica because of what's happening. It's typically a huge life event. I'll ask is, do you have anything big going on with the sciatica pain? And like, well, I'm getting married or I'm getting divorced. Okay, let's work on that also. So my sessions are a little bit more unique.
yes.
And I haven't honestly, people come in, it's never really just for cryo, unless it's for cryo slimming, and then we're doing the vibrational plate and red light therapy and talking about nutrition, weight management also.
That's what I love about, adding modalities together that fits into your client needs.
Right.
And cryotherapy Subzero it's so easy to combine with other modalities like red light therapy, vibration play,
Right.
massage, chiropractic, physical therapy, because it just goes hand in hand together.
Always had gifts. I finally realized they're gifts, and I'm very intuitive. So I'm able to kind of pull in the emotional, spiritual, and physical part of the healing sessions. And the way I created the business was I took over the past 30 years of all my trainings in different modalities and yoga and breath work and so many trainings over the years. And I took everything that worked so well for me and kind of created these healing sessions. So when the localized cryotherapy triggered something in my brain, I was like, okay, I need more help with the physical pain, because the emotional stuff really starts to manifest as physical pain. So we can work on that deeper level, that energy healing and that body work. But sometimes you need extra tools, you know, the cupping, the red light therapy, the cryotherapy really targets that pain, and people see immediate results, right? So they get off the table, they're healing continuously, emotionally, spiritually, and physically. And that healing starts to happen the second they get off that table and continues on for weeks. So we give them a lot of tools on how to continue their healing sessions outside of here. So my job is to guide people, not to really dictate. I'm just guiding. I'm just a tool, really.
That's amazing.
It's fun.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
very unique. Yeah. It's very
it's
unique.
very
What you do
unique.
is very unique.
It's very unique. And
Yes.
I have
And
people are like, is it massage? No. Is it energy work? Yes. But I always say, come in and try it. If it's not for you, you're going to know right away. But I've had repeat clients for many, many years that I'm so grateful for, even from I started in the basement at my parents' house many years ago. And now I have this boutique little wellness center here. So very blessed, and we just keep going. We just keep serving people. We keep showing up, and we keep healing, you know, and it's healing for me too on my own journey.
yeah, that's great. Have a client right here, Jeannie 129. I had so much stored trauma, even though I have been doing the emotional healing. I didn't realize how much it was stored in my body until I started releasing it with Amy. That is amazing. That's right there. That's a testimonial for you. I'm
And
gonna go ahead and
Jeannie,
screenshot that, Jeannie. So,
Jeannie,
and I'll send it to you. Yeah,
yes,
I think. Yes, I think a lot of us, like myself too, I'll speak to about myself. So based on my experience, when we are going through a lot of things in life, you know, from divorce, breakup, or whatever,
yeah, yep,
manifest physical pain, like you said.
so
You know,
much,
you have that neck pain, back pain, and everything. And then when you heal that your deep inner child,
right,
and you really focus on that emotion, that's when you're like, okay, I'm opening up. And a lot of women we see in our clinic is like that right there.
I know,
That's what they feel. And
right,
then it just manifests in the weight gain. It just manifests on the skin issues. It
right,
just manifests with red light therapy, vibration play, cryotherapy, and other modalities that we offer to a lot of our clients. It's just I don't know, it feels good to be able to change, not really change their lives, but help them, guide
right,
them. Like, this is what I recommend. This is what I feel like will help you.
right.
And
And you know,
I love what I do. And I can tell you love what you do.
I love it.
I can sense the energy, like you said. So it's amazing.
Yeah, and it's all like I know what's worked for me too. So I share a lot of my own personal experiences, my own past traumas. I'm very open with all of that because I feel like all of our stories are pretty similar. Once you kind of sit down and share your story, people are like, "Yeah, I get that. Yes, I've been through that." So collectively, especially as women, that divine feminine energy that we continue to heal, that inner child, you know, our higher self is guiding and leading us. and we're just kind of like lost little children sometimes. And when we can come together as a community, and I say especially for women, because I do focus a lot on women trauma healing, but it's shifts the earth energy, it shifts everybody. So that's the amazing part of it, is when I always say to my clients, I wish I could take a picture of you from your first session and then 2 years later, and in the brightness of their eyes, the shift in their energy, everything is such an amazing experience. It really amazing. It's like we're lifting heavy burdens off of people's shoulders just by offering gifts that we have, you know. So I don't know why I'm here sometimes. I just keep showing up and keep doing it, and God leads me.
You have a purpose. This
Thank
is what
you.
we are meant to do, is to either, I don't know, change lives or help people by realizing that I think they're not alone in this journey.
Absolutely.
That sometimes the worst critic is
Yep.
ourselves, and
Yep.
the only person who can change our situation is us.
Right.
You know, so it's a lot of realization when you're starting the wellness. That's why I love wellness. I love this what I do,
Yep.
because like you do, it's like where a lot of people, when they open up and share, and just them lifting up, you know, just preparing for them to be sprayed. Like I always say this to our clients, thank you for sharing this moment with me, because a lot of
Yes.
people never expose themselves to anyone, especially to
I
me as a
know.
stranger,
A
right?
stranger, I know.
Yeah.
But you bring
So thank you
that
for being so
warmth,
vulnerable. Yeah.
you know, trustworthy warmth, and you make people feel seen and heard, and that's important, you know.
Yeah. So, Amy, what do you say to a lot of women out there who are in your? This is my first time talking to a cryotherapy device owner who, you're very unique. So, what can you say to other women out there, business owners who are doing the same, not the same thing as you do because you're unique, but somehow doing this feeling body work about
Right.
cryotherapy?
So I say, anytime anybody asks me for any advice on anything, listen to your intuition. So if you're being called to offer localized cryotherapy, follow that, research it, see if it's right for you. Practice on yourself. If you're called to do energy work, or you have these gifts that you think are hidden somewhere deep, listen to that intuition, trust in that inner voice that when you're called to do something, it's going to keep calling you and calling you and calling you until you say, oh, hi, okay, now I'm going down this path. So if you're looking to open a business, localized cryotherapy only, do it if that's what your voice is telling you. If you're looking to pull in all of these modalities, I always say go for it, but listen to that divine intuition. That's your compass. That is going to lead you and guide you. And you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong. You listen to your inner voice and you go for it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Yes, yes. So I cannot wait to visit you
I
very
know.
soon. Yeah,
Hopefully
very
all of the
soon.
ice is
And
gone.
yes, hopefully, yes. And experience the what you do with the treatments that you do. I would love to experience the body work.
Yes.
I feel like when somebody asks me why are we selling device to like, for me it's not a competition. I feel like it's a collaboration. Building a community is much more, like, collaboration is
Mm-hmm.
better. Building the community
Yes.
of people, of women, not just women, men who does cryotherapy, and having that community that we are just, because you can tap into someone like you, very unique, who offer this different healing and recovery and body works.
Right.
And then you can tap into a Manny who's in New Jersey, or someone who's doing massage therapy, or Kadush massage therapy. There's
Yep.
so many people in our
Yep.
community. And I think that's the most important part of this, the
I know.
collaboration, and that we can depend on one another. If you have any question, you right?
Absolutely. Yes, that's what I love. I mean, even just my thinking about the cryotherapy opened, like it just opened doors. And thankfully Instagram connects us, you know, all around the country,
Yes.
all around the world, you know. But I just had that thought. I said, you know, I wish somebody was local to Boston that I could go see the device. And then all of a sudden, I don't know, Amity showed up out of nowhere. And I'm like, she's in New Jersey. My friend's in New Jersey. Drove down 4 hours, and then boom, here we go. Instant friends, instant sisters, instant connection. Just amazing. And that's what happened at the summit too in West Palm Beach in Florida is instantly I feel that energy. And I've been in the corporate world. I was in the corporate world for many years, sitting in conference rooms and trainings going, I don't belong here. I go down to Florida and I'm like, yep, these are my people. This is where I'm supposed to be. And I'm just going to keep going and keep showing up. And I'm so blessed and so grateful every day.
Yes, that's awesome. And that you found people that you can connect with, and I can't wait for you to experience CryoCon because there's so much more.
I know.
You will meet all of these awesome people. So, like I
Right,
said, one person can change your life,
right.
and the community of people that will be there for you. Thank you so much, Amy.
Thank
Please promote
you.
what you do. Where can people find you? And how can they contact you? Please go ahead and promote your business.
Sure. So we are located in Winthrop, Massachusetts. It's essentially well bodywork and cryotherapy. 260 Revere Street. You can find us on Instagram. Essentially, I think it's EWB Energy and something. I don't know. It's under essentially well bodywork. My website's up. You can do online booking or the booking site. You can text us, message us. Even through Instagram. I'm always answering calls, phone calls, returning calls. So I try to get back to people within 24 hours. So if you are in the Boston area, definitely reach out and come see us.
Yes. And Amy has a screenshot the review of your clients. That says a lot about you. So thank
I
you.
know. Thanks,
For,
girls. You know, a lot of sharing, a lot of growth, a lot of healing. So I'm so blessed and so grateful. And everyone that showed up tonight for me, I love you guys.
yeah, thank you so much for supporting Amy. That's
Of
just
course.
says a lot
So
about you, Amy.
fun.
It's a
Yeah.
lot of work. It's a lot of hats that we have to carry as business owners.
Yep.
But we are here.
It's worth it. It's worth it. Right? It's
Mhm,
our mission.
definitely. It is our mission, it is our purpose, it's our calling. So thank you so
Yeah.
much, Amy, to
Going.
everyone
Thank
who
you,
joined us
Diana, for your time.
tonight. Yeah, of course, it's my pleasure. We want to support you. We want to show up for you as well as you keep showing up for your people,
Thank
for your
you.
clients, for the sisters over there. And you want to
So
meet,
great.
we want to make you feel like we're here and that we see you.
Mm-hmm.
We see ourselves Subzero cryotherapy owners,
We love it.
and I yes, and then you tag us. Feel free to invite us a collaborator. We want to
Yes.
promote you guys. We want to support you.
Perfect. Perfect. Thank you so much, Diana. I appreciate you.
Thank you. Thank you,
All right.
everyone, for
Thanks,
joining.
everyone.